Yeah, yeah.
So we're here with two of Stony Brook University's finest. We have just witnessed them take down the apparently favorited Western Ontario University quite convincingly, to be honest. So very, very high level of macro play coming out of Stony Brook, very high level of mechanics. So it was very exciting to watch, super fun to cast. That being said, why don't you guys go ahead and jump in, introduce yourselves, and tell the people who you are.
So I'm a top laner. I'm Footnote, but I changed my name to Lucina recently. And yeah, I was a jungler for a long time, and I changed to top like maybe 4 months ago, and I've been improving ever since.
Nice. Yeah, it certainly showed today. You had the Aurelia game, followed by the Riven. Both went really well. Who else are we speaking with?
Hello, my name is Daniel, also known as Oddness or Corrin. I'm the AD carry for Stony Brook eSports, and been playing ADC all my life, and love all of it.
Did you know that King Cobra 22 in Twitch chat wants you to sign his boobs?
Oh, yeah, I got a private message from him.
That's great, yeah.
Like, he private messaged me, I'm like, I gotta get that.
Fantastic.
Gotta get that done with.
How did bot lane feel during that series? Because like I felt like we kept talking about top and jungle for the most part. So was it just kind of meh, farm it out? Or, I mean, you got to play Draven in game one, right?
Yeah.
It took a minute to get rolling, but after that, obviously you did work. So, I mean, was it easy? Was it hard? Or
We prioritized the draft that gave us like full priority in the bot lane. So I mean, as long as, even though we weren't like getting the kills, we were able to get good CS leads on Draven. I was able to stack my axes, and when the time came, I was able to get like cash out, got 500 gold off my passive, so that worked really well. Both games, I was able to just farm plates, and even though we didn't get kills, we were strictly getting a really nice lead throughout both games. Yeah, that's essentially what happened.
did it feel the same for you, Lucina, where like it was really top lane kind of not necessarily top lane centric, but was it a little? It was more action than I see going on top lane in my games. I'm fucking gold, so I mean take that with a grain of salt. Like,
It makes sense. So the first game, right? They picked York like first rotation, and then they banned out Fiora, Jax, and I don't know why they banned out Silas, because Silas is really bad in York, but they banned it out. So those are the three target bans they did for me, and they forgot Aurelia. And the thing with Yorick is that he absolutely just gets destroyed by Aurelia, no matter what, as long as Aurelia is a decent player. And like about a week ago when Yorick became popular, I was like researching out how to deal with it, and I found like Korean VODs. I saw SKT Khan just like destroy like Yorick's with Aurelia. It's like it's basically he just throws out his kids at you, and then you just eat them up, and then you just go on him and kill him.
So
It's
both,
like free stacks.
so both games they played tanks into you. I believe you got the counter pick into the sign. Or no, he picked sign.
Oh no,
after.
he picked Silence and Riven. And previously before the Conqueror change, Riven will like do really well into Scion, but after the Conqueror change, it feels kind of even, and maybe even a little bit like losing if you play Riven into that. So I was surprised. I like towers over him like in the second game, and I died for it. Just because I thought I would be able to kill him, but I didn't do enough damage because of the new Conqueror.
yeah. So going into the Baron pit, for the play, we're just gonna call it the play now. But
Okay.
like, was it a foreseen premonition where you're like, this is my time? Like I've ascended to this moment in life. Like it
Sure.
all comes to fruition here. This is the pinnacle, or was it just kind of like they're doing Baron, we gotta challenge them, and oh my god, I got a pentakill.
Yeah. Well, I actually wanted to TP into a base in the game, which I still think I could have done. But yeah, the safer play was to go Baron, and my team wanted me to go Baron, so I TP'd to a Rek'Sai tunnel and just like popped off, I guess.
Wait,
That's
you
great.
TP to a Rek'Sai tunnel?
I did. Yeah, they
That's
didn't
a
clear a
thing?
Rek'Sai tunnel. They didn't clear it.
They're trolling.
It was literally in the pit. They didn't clear it.
See, there's two sides to this story. You're surprised they didn't clear it. I'm fucking surprised you can TP to a Rek'Sai tunnel.
Wait, what?
You
Okay.
can see the Thresh Lantern. You can
No, I know that, and I know Jarvan, the flag.
Jarvan
and stuff.
flag, yeah.
Well, when's the last time I've seen a Rek'Sai on
true.
the Rift? Do you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, he's been out for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. We learned something today.
So I was surprised game one that you guys went for the Rek'Sai when they left the Talia open. Is that something you guys had practiced in scrims or?
The thing about that is I think we just came in more prepared into this patch because Rek'Sai is absolutely insane right now with the new Conqueror. So we were kind of surprised that they didn't ban it and we were able to get a first pick. Even though the game was a little bit slow and we didn't get the lead we wanted, Rek'Sai still proved to be like really useful, and that's pretty much why we decided to pick it. Like we were just more prepared. We knew that it was good. We practiced it yesterday. It was a good pick for us.
Yeah. Yesterday we had a 5-hour scrim, and Rek'Sai was literally picked every game.
Really?
Just pretty good champ. But I guess into more passive teams that are more like macro oriented, so that the games last longer, Rek'Sai is probably pretty useless. But we made it work today.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is the team you played against was not macro oriented.
Yeah, not really.
Oh, all right.
What flame? What flame?
Wait, what?
I mean, he ain't going full double lift, so it's fine. It's fine.
So it seems like you guys' style, from what I've seen so far with the pick bans and everything, you don't really seem to draft for late game. There's not, full tanks coming in from the jungle or top lane. You guys, for the most part, have been able to snowball games so far. What's your mindset? If that doesn't happen, what are you looking to do?
Sorry, if what doesn't happen?
If you're not able to kind of snowball and in the game, let's say before 30 minutes, what are you looking to do, later on?
Well, we do have other comps. We're not always like snowball oriented, but we try to be, because we're like all like really avid solo queue players, and that's just like our style of play, I think.
Makes sense, yeah.
But
no flame. It's definitely worked out really well for you guys so far. So
yeah, but we do have other comps in mind. Like we do practice a lot of team fight comps, but we didn't whip it out today. It was only 2 games today.
Yeah.
So it's not updating the match histories yet on Battlefight. That's okay, but I can see that. Well, obviously Harrisburg won versus their bye. But University of Waterloo Warriors are now also 5-0. So highly likely you get one of those next week or a bye yourself, right?
Well, yeah, we'll definitely get the bye, because Waterloo and Harrisburg, the 2 seeds above us, both got byes, and they can't get a second one.
Okay, so Waterloo are...
Yeah, we're 6-0, essentially.
Right.
Yep.
You guys are sitting undefeated through 6 rounds at this point, mathematically speaking. That's
so moving up to the
insane.
top 3 seed, looking 2 weeks into the future, that's going to be another undefeated matchup to determine the last man standing. Now coming off of, you guys have in consecutive weeks beaten the 2 teams that represented your conference in the championship last year, right? So what are you looking for in that next matchup?
I feel like we want to delay versus Harrisburg as much as possible, because they seem to be like the best team. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty confident we could beat
Waterloo.
anyone.
Everyone else,
we could probably beat
Yeah, we
everyone.
probably beat them.
Yeah, and we do stand a really good chance against Harrisburg as well.
Harrisburg too. Yeah.
I say we're about like equal.
Well, you also have the Rudy element in a way, like I talked about before. But what's your read on Harrisburg? Why are they strong?
They just have really solid players, I think, and so do we.
Yeah, they have I would like to say they have a really good jungler and bottom lane. They're a bit more bottom lane focused than other teams
they do,
in
yeah.
the East Conference, but on this team we have a really strong top jungle mid, and I don't think we'll lose to their bottom lane, so I think we have the edge in
For the
that.
record, I said that you guys were not really underdogs because, you guys haven't dropped a game so far. Come on.
But he still picked Ontario.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made, so,
It's okay.
I was down. Well, I guess not from day 1. I was down from round 5, baby. He's not getting on until round 7 at this point.
I'll get on hype train eventually. Don't worry. Part of what we do with Recruit Rivals is help high school kids, find, programs, places to go play League of Legends in college. So just want to know, what does a average week look like for you in terms of scrim, solo queue? What do you guys do to get ready to crush?
I think we're honestly just a really tight group of friends. And we scrim around, I'd say like
5 days.
20, 5 days. I think I'd say like a total of like 20 hours a week. it's like a part-time job.
Mhm.
And we're not like developed like other schools in terms of our esports program. We're still forming one. I think we'll have a gaming arena within the next year, hopefully.
Hopefully.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would think you would go a long way for the program, like just with this CLAW season, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
for
are
sure.
killing
And
it.
that's what we
exactly.
want to do, so that we could, kind of get
That's-
some prestige in the program.
Yeah, I get a ton of questions about like how do I get started, what this and that and the other. But another one I get is like, how do I get a program going? You guys have a program going, so what's the next step? And my answer always is just crush it.
Yeah.
In almost anything, I've never encountered a situation where winning doesn't solve just an ass ton of problems. So
Yeah,
keep
that's true.
winning games, man.
Yeah, for sure. That's just how I think we're gonna evolve the program.
Yeah, for sure.
So how did you guys find out about Stony Brook? Did you get recruited, or what was that process like?
Well, for me at least, Stony Brook was just a good school in like the STEM area, and it was also really cheap. So that's why I came here. Not really for league.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I mean, what
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, what's your major in?
What am I majoring in? Civil engineering or mechanical engineering. I'm deciding sophomore year
Right on.
next year.
So you're a sophomore, so you still got some time in this.
I'm a
too.
freshman right now. Actually, we're both freshmen.
Really?
We're gonna.
Yeah, we're both freshmen. Actually, 4 people on the team.
4 people
out
on
of
the team.
5 are freshmen, and the jungler is a sophomore.
Yeah, we're pretty young.
So you guys are virtually you could be the Griffin of CLAW, where y'all are young as I'm trying to keep it clean. You guys are young as all get out, and
Yes. Yeah.
you guys could be around for a few years with this lineup.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
possible.
But I think Griffin's so much better than us. I don't know if you,
No, I like to
Griffin
compare us to.
I mean, we're speaking contextually here. So
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
context
I get
of
that.
CLAW, you could be Griffin. You're on your way to being Griffin. I
Yeah.
would imagine though, yeah, if the real Griffin were around, things would look a little different. That would change the landscape quite a bit.
I'd like to say that we'll go undefeated just like Griffin. So you can compare us to Griffin
There we
in
go.
that way.
So do you guys have a JV team in your program right now?
We actually have 2 B teams and 1 JV1 team. Like a JV2 team. Yeah, we have 2 JV1 teams and 1 JV2 team. And they're also doing really well. I think the JV2 team is like in like almost in finals of whatever the
They
tournament.
got second place.
Oh, they got second place?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Not bad.
And our JV1 teams are like mid diamond, and I
Yeah.
think they're match right now.
They're playing CSL and they're undefeated so far, but
Yeah.
the
That's
bracket
a
is
lot
pretty big.
of opportunities for league. Are there other titles that Stony Brook does or no?
Our Dota 2 team is really good.
Yeah, our Overwatch team is pretty good as well, and we have sponsored Hearthstone players as well.
Nice.
So do any of you guys stream or anything like that?
Not regularly.
Not-
Not really. Yeah, nah.
Well, they probably don't have time if there's because I imagine you don't stream scrims, right?
Nah, we can't. But
When-
for
what's
solo
the
queue, I mean, I guess. But
What's
Yeah.
the scrim culture like for at the collegiate level? Do you guys just scrim other CLAW teams, or do you actually get interest from I guess there might be other amateur teams out there?
Or academy?
well, we primarily scrim like amateur teams, collegiates, the better collegiate teams, and like I mean, I guess we can scrim like Latin American North professional teams.
Yeah, I mean, when I was an amateur player, like a couple years ago or a year ago, I played versus LAN teams like pretty regularly. So,
Yeah.
and I know other collegiate teams play versus LAN teams pretty regularly. So yeah, like those 3 brackets, categories we usually scrim against.
Very cool. Well, again, very dominant performance today. Things look good for Stony Brook moving forward. We don't know who round 7 opponent's going to be. We do know in round 6, of course, you guys get the bye.
Yeah.
It seems we're crossing our fingers it's not Harrisburg. You're going to have to beat them at some point. But
Yeah.
outside of that, what are you guys looking forward to? Is there anything else you want to say? If you had, one thing to say to the world in this last moment here, what would that be?
We are the better players. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, I thought Julius was a mid laner. I don't know why he's playing jungle.
Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm at the bar going hard with a couple shorties, but that's just the ordinary.